League on Wednesday. Looking first at the American League East, the Rays starting pitcher, number 46, won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as the Rays downed the Nationals 13-0. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Also out of the nation's capital, right fielder number 27 will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's dealing with a head contusion. The Red Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they pummeled the Yankees 7-0. The Toronto Blue Jays completed a short two-game sweep as they manhandled the Marlins 9-3. In other news from Toronto, starting pitcher Jimmy Key is currently listed as day-to-day. They're calling it an oblique strain. The Orioles totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-3. The White Sox combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2. The Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 8-3. The Royals amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they pulverized the Twins 10-4. In more news from Kansas City, catcher Ben Rortvedt has been placed on waivers by the club. The Astros brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-6. The Mets catcher, number 31, plated 4 runs with 3 hits on the day, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 8-5. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. In other Phillies news, right fielder Bobby Abreu has been placed on the 10-day injured list. They're calling it a sprained ligament in his knee. The Pirates catcher, number 18, was hot at the plate collecting 3 hits in the game as the Buccos took down the Reds 2-1. Omar Narvaez added 3 RBIs to his total, leading the Brewers to a win over the Cubs 6-5. In more news from the boys in blue, starting pitcher number 20 is listed as day-to-day but is not expected to see any time on the IL. So far it's said to be just tightness in his shoulder. Miguel Tejada was a triple away of completing the cycle as the Athletics claimed the victory over the Rockies 9-5. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. In other Rockies news, shortstop number 83 has been waived by the organization. John Smoltz got the W and now has 5 this year as Atlanta got the win against San Francisco 2-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River in Nationals Park here in Washington. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Washington Nationals. Anthony Rizzo looks to notch a hit in his 30th consecutive game. Next. Steven Strasburg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Into the box, Ichiro Suzuki. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, number 1.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we are underway at the Beltway. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice, too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Carl Crawford comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
The next 0-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Next to stand in is Michael Jordan. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Now here's the first offering.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Here's the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. James Shields is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as the starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Standing in now, number 4. He'll start this one at 269. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Oh and 1, here it comes. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jordan is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, Juan.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. First pitch on the way as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And he misses 2-1. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still no score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo, with a hit in each of his last 29 games. Folks around the league are starting to take notice.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding. You start fighting for a 30-game hit streak, that's when the national media starts to take notice, and everyone around the league is dialed into your at-bats.
That evens it up, 1-1. Here it comes. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
The 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So now to the plate, Alex Rodriguez, and he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike one. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Strasburg comes set, coming at him with the 0-1.
Oh, that pitch is out.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
He's set, and the pitch. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Turner loves it. Over to first, and that retires the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Larry Walker. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Baseman, Larry Walker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, 1, here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Marcus Grissom. No balls and a strike to count. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll get back in safely. Walker gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
A pause and the 0-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box now, Andre Dawson. Strike taken to throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Nope. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
He'll try again. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Baseman, Bob Bailey.
To the plate now, Bob Bailey, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for one. And the pitch this is low and away for ball 2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And he got him. 1 left for Washington. Will move to the 3rd with no score. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the pitch. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 0 for 5. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 2-1 home is a fastball that gets by him.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Up next, Victor Martinez as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Decent, but not great results so far this season from the left side. I know he'd like better, certainly, but he's definitely still a capable hitter in this setup.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
In there, strike 2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
A runner at first with no outs here. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 0-2 once more. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Ichiro Suzuki, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ready with the 1-0. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Strasburg with a check at first, and the runner back safely. Harper is off of first with 2 away. 2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
Count is 2-1.
Drilled on the ground is short. Turner fields it cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding in is Rondell White.
Leading up for the Nationals, the designated hitter, Rondell White.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And that one yanked just foul. The next 1-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch out, nothing doing. Ready with the 1-1. A pitch out, the throw. On the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here now is Trey Turner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well, as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Here it comes, 0-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nationals go quietly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now to the plate, here is Carl Crawford. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late, or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
That gets down, and the Rays' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. Crawford takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that, and everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Jordan takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He scores, and they now lead by 2. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo, number 33 on the year, as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
At the plate, Alex Rodriguez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The third baseman, number 5, George Brett.
1 out here in the Tampa Bay 4th. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett. '50th pitch of the game on its way, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Two 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. There's ball four.
Three of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Strasburg comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch.
Inez struck out in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Brett, the runner at first with 2 gone. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. He's running. Pitch is high. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. Now a spin and a throw back to second and a dive, but he's back in. The 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rays 3 and the Nationals nothing. So now into the box is number 4. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
The 0-1 on its way. 1-2. He misses with a fastball.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And that's the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, fourth in the AL in that category. So one out and nobody aboard. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike. Soto is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Stepping in will be Larry Walker, and they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. One there, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. The tag, and it's a double play, and that gets him out of the inning. Now at the plate is Brandon Lau. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and off man a chance to bring him home.
Third. Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s.
With that base running threat on first base, man.
Oh, and he misses it. One run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game. So the base hit drives home their third run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Stepping in now, Alex Rodriguez, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Runners on the move for second. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 0-2. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 24 home runs for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. Fourth round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Line drive to center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Bullet back up the middle. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You barely see a pitcher of this caliber struggle like he is in this one, but the numbers don't lie. Take a look. You're not going to see this from this guy very often. Just goes to show you that even the best of us have off days.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year as the blowout continues. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far as this lead got even wider.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
Standing in now, Carl Crawford. That's a strike to throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. 8 runs already in this inning. Behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Big inning for him, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 11 and the Nationals nothing. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for Washington, the right fielder, Marcus.
First pitch on its way. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Next to hit, Andre Dawson, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So now to the plate, Bob Bailey. From the stretch. In there, 0-1.
Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first two guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Bunt attempt with 2 outs. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches. They trail in this one 11-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. As a team, they're hitting over 500 with runners in scoring position, something that is way easier said than done. So undeniably, that's been a huge factor in this game.
Thank you, Heidi. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And that'll get down for a base hit. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Right to him.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his 2nd triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch. And stepping in, George Brett. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes set, and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far as they just continue to pour it on here.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
So stepping in is Victor Martinez, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long, and we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. The Rays lead it 14-0. So here is Rondell White. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
A 1 pitch on its way. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a bunt attempt here with 2 strikes that'll get foul, so he'll become out number 1.
Up next.
Ready now is Yan Gomes. Struck out in his first at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
So
the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. So the next to bat will be Trey Turner. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch on its way. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. So next to bat will be number 4. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Runner going a second time. And try as he might, but he can't escape. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Bailey onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ichiro.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Ichiro Suzuki. Singled in his last at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. This is pulled into right. Grissom back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Up next for the Rays, Carl Crawford. He flew out in his last debut, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Crawford takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. Into the box, Michael Jordan. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game as the blowout continues. If you've lost count, it's understandable. That was their 9th home run of the game. Can you believe what we're seeing in this? Can you believe what we're seeing out of this lineup today, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Tried to score all the way from first, but the relay was too good, and it ends. And now here is number 4. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense right.
Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so they're giving it another look and may decide to challenge the call on the field. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will take a look at all the available angles and get us an answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nationals have elected
All right,
to challenge
one last look at it
play.
here. The question is there enough evidence to change the call to safe? I think he did beat the throw. This challenge just might work for them.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later
Upon
in the
video
game if
review,
needed.
The call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here now is Juan Soto. Now a bunt attempt here. Rizzo is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Larry Walker, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box now, Marcus Grissom, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Shields is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches. Still 16-0. All set for the start of the inning, and up next it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to... There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. To the plate now, Bryce Harper, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Hit hard towards the hole, but that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now batter, the catcher, Victor.
In now, Victor Martinez. Swing and a liner, and that's in there. Base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one on to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. 1 run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
Striding forward now is the DH, Ichiro Suzuki. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as this lead got even wider.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hack trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Standing in now, Michael Jordan, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Jordan.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and this will wind up a foul ball. Drives it out to deep right center field. Grissom's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rays are in front 20-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that will bring up the outfielder, Andre Dawson.
Andre Dawson.
And now the first pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Third baseman.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Now into the box, Bob Bailey. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
The batter.
Next, it'll be Rondell White. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time.
Matty, he won't be asked to worry about that anymore. 2 outs in this situation. We're going to watch him swing the stick right here.
And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We've played 8 full. Tampa Bay leads the... All set to start the 9th in this one. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo, fouled off.
Anthony Rizzo.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Number 4 calls for it. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
The second for 1 on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Opposite field to left. Soto is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Now in that bat you don't want to miss. And here is Bryce Harper. And he needs just a triple for the cycle. So let's see if he can put one in the gap. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Harper swings and hits it very well to right. Right fielder looking up, and it's gone.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in now, Victor Martinez. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, it's hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging.
Oh, and this deflects right off him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the runner will score from second. Suzuki takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further. At the plate now, Carl Crawford down the left field line. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
And it's fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Popped up. Walker is there for it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. And now in the box, Yan Gomes. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
The batter, number 7.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Now batting, number 4.
Turner's on his horse on his way to second. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off when he took off early, but they just couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
And now the runner's trying for third. And now they've got him picked off. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. To the plate now, number 4. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. And they will put the tag on him. They got him. And with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
25-0 the final this afternoon. The Rays took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. James Shields earns win number 7 on the season. Steven Strasburg takes the loss after an effort he'd like to forget for the rest of his life. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.